Dr. Dina, I'm 52. I don't want to rely on the blue pill, but my stamina is gone, and my doctor just tells me it's normal for my age. Is there anything in my kitchen that actually works? I got this comment from Marcus last Tuesday, and honestly, Marcus, your comment hit me harder than most because I hear some version of this question at least 3 times a week in my clinic. Men sitting across from me avoiding eye contact, trying to describe something they've never said out loud before. So I'm going to be completely real with you and with every man watching this right now who's too embarrassed to type that comment himself. Your doctor is right about one thing. Declining blood flow is common as you get older. But common does not mean mandatory. Heart attacks are common too. That doesn't mean we just accept them. Most guys think the problem is their testosterone. That's the first mistake. They spend hundreds of dollars on herbal boosters, hormone panels, and testosterone replacement therapy consultations. 9 times out of 10, the hormones come back within normal range. The doctor shrugs. The patient leaves confused. Nothing changes. Here is what nobody tells you. In most cases, the hormones are fine. The plumbing is the problem. Your body has forgotten how to dilate its blood vessels, and no amount of testosterone is going to fix a pipe that won't open. If you want the exact same mechanical effect as the prescription pills, without the pharmacy visit, without the awkward conversation, without the side effects, you don't need a miracle herb from the Himalayas. You need a blender and 3 specific things from the produce section of your local supermarket. Today, I'm going to give you the exact recipe for a red juice that forces your body to produce a gas called nitric oxide. I'm going to explain exactly why it works at the molecular level. And then I'm going to tell you the honest truth about why most men will never actually stick with it. Drink 1 glass of this before bed, and the results will speak for themselves. But before I give you the recipe, you need to understand the mechanics. I don't want you blindly drinking vegetable juice like it's some kind of magic potion. This is biology, not witchcraft. My name is Dr. Dina. I've spent over a decade in clinical practice specializing in men's health. And what I'm about to show you is not alternative medicine. It's basic vascular science that most general practitioners never bother explaining to their patients. Think of your blood vessels like garden hoses. When you're in your 20s, those hoses are flexible, soft, responsive. They expand instantly when blood needs to rush to a specific area. That expansion, that relaxation of the vessel wall is controlled by a molecule called nitric oxide. It's a gas your body produces naturally. Its only job is to signal the smooth muscle lining your blood vessels to relax and open up. When nitric oxide is flowing, blood flows. When it stops, everything tightens, everything slows down. Everything underperforms. Here's the problem. By the time you hit 40, your natural nitric oxide production drops by roughly 50%. By 50, it can drop even further. The hoses get stiff, the walls get rigid, the blood can't move fast enough when your body needs it most. And that's when the symptoms start. The fatigue, the slow recovery, the bedroom disappointment that you blame on stress or age or just not being in the mood. It's not your mood, it's your endothelium. That's the inner lining of your blood vessels. And it's starving for nitric oxide. Now, do you know how the famous blue pill actually works? Most men don't. They think it creates arousal. It does not. It has 0 effect on desire. What it actually does is chemically force the blood vessels to trap whatever tiny amount of nitric oxide you still have left. It blocks the enzyme that breaks nitric oxide down so the gas stays active longer. That's it. That's the entire mechanism. It's a blood flow drug. It was originally developed for chest pain and heart conditions. The bedroom effect was a side effect they discovered during clinical trials, so the logical medical question becomes obvious. Instead of trapping the little bit of nitric oxide you have left, what if we could get your body to produce dramatically more of it on its own? You can. You feed it 2 things: dietary nitrates and a specific amino acid called L-Citrulline. Here is the recipe. You need 3 ingredients. Ingredient number 1, raw beetroot. Not canned, not pickled, not cooked, raw. Beetroots contain the highest concentration of dietary nitrates in the entire plant kingdom. When you drink raw beet juice, something remarkable happens. The bacteria living on the back of your tongue convert those dietary nitrates into nitrites. Those nitrites travel to your stomach, where the acid environment converts them directly into nitric oxide. It's a straight biological pipeline from your mouth to vasodilation. No prescription needed. Ingredient number 2, watermelon, but not the way you normally eat it. You need the white part of the rind, not just the sweet red flesh everyone fights over at barbecues. That white rind is packed with an amino acid called L-Citrulline. When L-Citrulline enters your bloodstream, your kidneys convert it into another amino acid called L-arginine. And L-arginine is the exact raw material your endothelium uses to manufacture nitric oxide through an enzyme called ENAS. It's the second pathway. Beets give you the direct route. Watermelon gives you the manufacturing route. Together, you're flooding both pipelines. Ingredient number 3, a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. This one surprises people. They think it's for taste. It's not. The vitamin C in lemon juice acts as a stabilizer for nitric oxide molecules in your bloodstream. Without it, nitric oxide degrades rapidly. It has a half-life of only a few seconds in normal conditions. Vitamin C extends that window significantly, giving the gas more time to do its work before your body breaks it down. Take half a raw beet, a thick slice of watermelon including the white rind, half a lemon squeezed, and 1 cup of cold water. Blend it until smooth. Drink it 2 hours before bed. Do this consistently every single day for at least 1 week. What should you expect? Your blood pressure will likely drop a few points. That's a sign the vasodilation is working. Your morning energy will feel different, not caffeine energy, a cleaner, steadier version. And the primary issue Marcus asked me about, it will physically change. Your body will remember what it's supposed to do when the blood can actually get where it needs to go. I had a patient last year, a 58-year-old retired firefighter named James. He walked into my office convinced he needed testosterone injections. His levels came back at 480. Perfectly normal for his age. I asked him to try this juice protocol for 2 weeks before we discussed any prescription options. He looked at me like I was insane. A juice recipe from a doctor. 14 days later, he called my office. He didn't even wait for his follow-up appointment. He said, and I'm quoting him directly, "Doc, I feel like I got 10 years back. My wife thinks I'm lying about what I'm taking." He wasn't lying, he was just dilating. Now, I promise to be completely real with you, so here comes the part nobody wants to hear. The recipe I just gave you is medically sound. The science behind it is bulletproof. There are peer-reviewed studies backing every single claim I just made. But I know exactly what's going to happen after this video ends. Maybe 5% of you will actually go to the store, buy raw beets, bring them home, peel them, chop them up, throw them in a blender with watermelon, rind, and lemon, drink something that honestly tastes like sweet dirt, and then clean purple stains off your blender, your counter, and your hands, and then do it again tomorrow and the day after that. And the day after that, raw beets stain everything, your cutting board, your fingernails, your shirt if you're not careful. It is messy, inconvenient, and time-consuming. And the moment you skip 2 or 3 days in a row, the nitric oxide levels drop right back down to where they were. Consistency is the only thing that matters with vascular health. 1 glass once a week does nothing. This is exactly why, for my patients who want the clinical results without turning their kitchen into a crime scene every morning, I recommend a specific concentrated extract called Nitric Boost. Look, I don't like recommending products on camera. It makes me uncomfortable, but I'd rather be honest than pretend the juice recipe is convenient when it's not. Instead of juicing raw vegetables every single day, Nitric Boost contains the same active compounds in a standardized, clinically dosed powder, the beetroot extract, the L-Citrulline, the supporting cofactors. You put 1 scoop in a glass of water, stir it for 5 seconds, drink it, and you're done. No blender, no mess, no purple hands, no excuses to skip a day. I've put a link in the description below to the exact formulation I recommend. It comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee, so there's genuinely no risk in trying it. If you are serious about fixing the plumbing and you are honest enough with yourself to admit that you're not going to juice raw beets every morning for the next 6 months, get the powder. Marcus, I hope this answers your question. You don't have to accept that your stamina is gone just because you crossed 50. Your body didn't break. It didn't betray you, it just forgot how to dilate, and all you have to do is give it the right fuel to remember. Whether you buy the beets and make the juice yourself, or you click the link below and use the Nitric Boost powder, the mechanism is identical. The nitric oxide pathway doesn't care where the nitrates come from. The choice is simply about how much time you want to spend in the kitchen versus how badly you want the results. James didn't use the juice forever. He switched to the powder after week 3 because he got tired of the mess. His results didn't change. His wife didn't notice the difference. His blood pressure stayed down. The only thing that changed was he got 15 minutes of his morning back. The science is there. The tools are right in front of you. The link is below. Are you going to keep blaming your age, or are you going to fix the plumbing?